Here's the call for the light heavyweight boxers, Daniel Smith and Jared Jimenez. But we also like to welcome the new, energetic, bubbly gentleman here, Mr. Vincent Richardson.
Hello, Bermuda. Hello, Bermuda. Welcome, audience. Welcome. My first fight night, and I'm looking forward to a great 10 bouts.
Should be some interesting action.
Starting with this one. The exhibition fights tend to be interesting, to say the least, to start with.
There you have it, introducing the two boxers. Once again, it's a combination of events, guys. We have kickboxing, we have boxing, we have an exhibition bout that we're starting with, but also very important, Alvin, I think, touched on it briefly. It's like ladies' night.
Well, we all like that, don't we, gentlemen? I know a little bit about Jared Jimenez. His trainer is Jiu-Jitsu Santa. He's been fighting for about 3 months, and he says he wants to mimic the early Mike Tyson. So that's knockouts and no air biting.
That's a brave comment. Coming on board with Mike Tyson. Yeah, we saw Jared for the first time at Fight Night. He'd only just started training there, so it'll be interesting to see how he's developed since then.
Yeah. Once again, this is light heavyweight with Smith weighing in at 177 pounds, 2 pounds heavier than Jimenez. So the exhibition bouts, even though they're unofficial, they always tend to be the curtain raiser.
Yeah.
They
get everybody in the mood.
Yeah, they set the tone for the night.
Well, I know one thing about this match. 2 people will enter, but only one will leave victorious.
And Smith, this is his debut, so he's going to start out with his record clean sheet tonight, while Jimenez has suffered 1 loss. So both fighters testing the waters tonight, and should be interesting. After that, it's to be followed by 3 amateur bouts. Very quickly, as the fighters are getting their instructions from judge number 2, Sean Weaver, out there. Once again, in black and white, in the blue corner is Jimenez, and the red corner, it's Danzil Smith. We expect to hear the bell momentarily, and we're underway. All or nothing. Oh, bit of jostling going on early there, Vince.
Yes, I see that. Smith there took a big haymaker swing, didn't connect, but it's sure some intent. Let's see if he can land one of those big heavy punches later on in this fight.
Gets a bit of a caution from the referee Weaver there.
Yeah, I think Sean just told him to keep boxing and not try any of the wrestling moves. Throw him in the corner and that kind of thing.
Yeah, Greg, they seem very composed. Even though these guys are new to the fight game, they seem very composed.
Yeah, a little bit measured. Certainly Danzil is
trying to lead Smith into the ropes here. Smith doing a good job bouncing off the ropes and trying to stay in the center.
Yeah, you can see with Danzil, he has that little bit of height advantage on Jared. And often in amateur boxing, that height difference is the key, because it's scored differently. It's scored on a punch basis. Each punch, if it lands, represents a point. And at the end of the fight, after the 3 rounds, all the points add up to the winner. Yeah, a little bit of wrestling going on again.
Yeah, Vince, both fighters are trying to establish dominance in the ring, because the first round always sets the tone.
Yeah, I see. It's almost like they're trying to feel out each other. They want to do too much, but they don't also want to do too little. The first round's going to be very interesting. You see if Smith can dictate a little bit more of this pace.
You see here also, Greg, that Danzil is more possum. He's retreating, waiting for that moment, whereas Jimenez is the aggressor.
I think that lends as well to the height advantage that Danzil has. He looks to be an inch or 2 taller.
Right.
And as I say, in amateur boxing, that can also be key. He's kind of letting Jared come into him a little bit.
Yeah. Well,
come into his space, and then there you go, throwing a jab or a hook there to pick up a point.
Yeah. Clearly, Danzil Smith has the advantage with the jab.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Mike.
And Jimenez has to work himself inside, and therefore he's going to have to take something to get inside.
Get inside, absolutely. It's the, as Vincent said, it's the Mike Tyson type role.
He does have the reach. He's just clinching there because Jimenez is building up a little bit momentum. Once he gets inside, he looks to unload on you. And Smith smartly clinching there. Jimenez counters awesome.
First round should be coming to a close momentarily in this exhibition bout, amateur exhibition bout. And I'll be able to ask my co-commentators their thoughts on the first round and whether or not, well, Greg, I know for a fact you and I used to always say who won that one.
Yeah.
So we're gonna break Vince in.
Bring the rookie in.
Vince, we always sort of reflect on the round and try to give it to a boxer. In your opinion, who won the first round?
Well, if I had to give that to anyone, I would have to give it to the blue corner. Jimenez dictated the pace to me. He was the person dictating what was going to happen in the fight. And I think that he landed some big punches. Although Danzil did get a good couple counters in there, I think that fight will have to go a close one call, but I think that'll go to the blue corner.
Let's go to my left, Greg. Your thoughts?
I don't know this rookie. I'm not sure. For me, I understand what Vincent's saying in terms of Jarrett being more aggressive and going in, but for me, the better punches were thrown from the red corner from Danzil.
Okay. And because we have these two wonderful announcers here, I don't even have to give my.
You're just chicken. You're just chicken. Sit on the fence.
Out. Round two about to get underway.
Split decision here, Mike. Come on, we need a vote.
I thought it was pretty close, that first one. All in all, it was pretty close. Here we go. You see the aggressor now here. Jimenez taking it to him once again. He has to get inside. But it's being held off at bay with Smith's jab.
Yeah, I think Danzil as well would benefit from landing some straighter punches. He's trying to throw some pretty big haymakers there, which come from over the shoulder. And that gives Jarrett plenty of time to see it coming and adjust or block.
Yep. Jimenez has a tendency to lean more towards that left hook. He likes that left hook. And Smith has to be wary of that.
Yeah, that's the power punch for the orthodox boxers. The big left hook is the power punch. So that's why he's favoring that one, trying to load up a little bit.
And you know also, Vince, a lot of times people don't realize you holding your hands up there in boxing for 3 minutes, it can be very exhausting.
Oh yeah, and they're not just standing on their feet, they're actually trying to dance around it.
Yeah.
Jimenez unloads with a barrage with a two-piece and a biscuit. A three-punch combo from Jimenez, two to the body and to the head as well. And that is that power punch that he was talking about.
Greg, did you notice that the gasping for breath was that Jimenez?
Absolutely, yeah, that was Jarrett.
Yep, he's a bit, he got another good right in there. He got another good right in there. We hear Ruben Bean, who's in the corner for Jimenez, shouting out some instructions, a very talented martial artist, Ruben Bean over there. But here they mix it up.
Yeah, Ruben there is basically just telling Jarrett to keep going with the punches, follow them in. Once he lands that 1-2, the first left-right combination, to follow it in and try and make the most of any gains he has.
Yep. We'll see who's in better condition here, because as we get to the latter stages of round 2 and go into round 3, we'll see who's fit out there.
Yeah, I would just keep going on what Vincent was saying earlier, that it is very hot in here tonight, and it is a lot of work. It's a lot more work than you might appreciate, trying to throw punches and defend yourself at the same time.
Surely. I mean, almost sold out here, close to, I think we can hold 1,300, and there are not too many seats.
He staggered Jarrett there.
Oh, they're mixing it up big time.
Yeah.
But once again, the taller of the two, Smith, knows how to fend him off. He has at least 3 to 4 inches on him, minimum, of height advantage, and quite an extensive reach advantage.
Yeah, the height advantage usually translates into the reach advantage. But yeah, he's definitely able to kind of control the distance a little easier than Jarrett is.
All right, very quickly, Vince, your opinion on round 2?
Well, that was an exciting round. I'm going to give it again to the blue corner. Smith has a jab, but I haven't seen enough of it tonight. He's got to get that jab out there. He's got to use his reach. Otherwise, for me, Jimenez is taking this match.
Fraser?
I'm there with Vincent this time. I think that was certainly Jarrett's round. A couple of big punches and generally landed a few more punches to go with them. I think Danzil landed a couple of jabs, and he obviously staggered Jarrett there with a punch or two as well. But over the whole,
What about overall fitness? I mean, going into this third round, who would you say has the upper hand as far as conditioning?
That's a tricky one to call, Mike. I mean, Danzil there, you see him during the rounds. When he's taking a break, he's kind of dropping his hands and trying to get some air as well. But he's not gasping the same way that Jarrett is. So I would say they're both struggling. But Jarrett is maybe a little bit more noticeable.
Well, we'll find out now. The referee, Sean Weaver, in the middle, and they've been told to go to neutral corners here. And this is it.
Yeah, just waiting for the corners to clear the ring.
Here we go, round 3. Amateur boxing exhibition bout.
I think for me, this fight is still up for grabs. As I said earlier, it's amateur boxing is scored on a point-for-point basis rather than on a round basis.
You split it now, one each.
Yeah.
So this is it. Make or break. All or nothing on BSN. Danzil Smith in the red corner making his debut. Jimenez. Jimenez.
That was a little bit cheap from Jarrett, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if this was another sport, he'd have had at least a yellow card for that one.
Absolutely, yeah.
Jarrett got to keep a cool head. Sometimes the adrenaline gets under you, and you lose a little bit of that profession, a little bit of that discipline. Just went out the door a little bit there for Jimenez. Otherwise than that, it has really been a wonderful fight to watch from two opponents who look to give us a good show.
Yeah, we had a little bit of wrestling in the first round, but other than that, as you say, Vincent, it has been pretty good. There's not been too much clinching going on, a lot of action. Can't really ask for much more, other than a knockout, perhaps.
Oh, there we go. We're in round 3, and it's still up for grabs. Jimenez on the attack, just in front of our sports microphones. Oh, yeah. Big exchange.
Nice duck underneath the punches from Jarrett on that one.
Yeah, Jimenez is really panting now, gasping for breath.
Yeah, he's maybe going in a bit more self-preservation mode.
Oh, Smith lets go, but doesn't really connect.
The crowd is loving this fight right now. They're really giving it for the fighters. They want to see somebody give it their all. And they're getting their just rewards at the Southampton Princess tonight.
You know, both of you, Vince and Greg, I'm impressed with Danzil Smith because this is debut.
Yeah,
his
absolutely.
debut. Mind you, it doesn't sound like much, but having a fight under your belt, which Jimenez does, for Danzil Smith to come out in front of such a huge crowd in warm conditions.
Nice
Jimenez
shots,
gets in a good uppercut. It's a gallant performance by both of these boxers. I would venture to say that they do have a future.
This fight is getting to the meat part, which I like.
Get to the money side. There you go. But yeah, Mike, before we get the verdict in, I would agree with you. I think certainly from seeing Jarrett on fight night, he's progressed a lot, and Danzil gave him a pretty good fight. So I have to say I'm pretty impressed with him for his first fight. Stepping in, he's done well.
Right. So when they're home watching it on BSN, they will hear Greg Fraser's comments here because
glowing words, I would say. Glowing words.
I'm going to venture to say they both have a great future in front of them if they can just keep working at it, no matter which way it goes, because it is an exhibition fight.
Well, I was thoroughly impressed. I think Danzil Smith had a little jitters being his first fight. I saw what he was trying to do. He was trying to be disciplined, trying to get in shots when they were open. Jared Jimenez, a little bit more experience, tried to dictate it a bit more. Very interesting first match. It's all or nothing, and we're definitely getting it all so far.
Let's turn it over to Alvin Harvey, the ring announcer. So as we mentioned, it is an exhibition fight. So they'll get a round of applause. No decision will be given or has to be given. It's an exhibition fight. And the large crowd show their appreciation for these two promising boxers. So we have the first of 10 events behind us now, and we get ready for the